Users usually treat crypto transfers as finished the second a balance changes. Open wallet, send, wait, done. And with Tron, that feeling gets reinforced even more because everything happens fast. But speed and finality aren't really the same thing. A transfer can complete technically and still carry a transaction history that follows it afterward. That's the part I kept running into while testing different transfer setups over the years. Tron is efficient, no question there, but it's also one of those networks where activity stays very easy to inspect. And once funds later touch exchanges, payment services, or platforms running blockchain screening, that visible history can end up being interpreted in ways people didn't expect. That doesn't mean direct transfers are automatically risky, and it definitely doesn't mean normal activity becomes suspicious by default, but it does mean privacy and transfer structure become part of the conversation much earlier than most think. So for this video, I want to walk through one setup I've been testing that's built around reducing direct transaction linkage while keeping the wallet transfer under wallet control. All right, I'm starting directly inside the interface. First thing, connect the wallet I'm transferring from. There are several available options here. I'm using Trust Wallet. Okay, connection completed. Everything looks normal. So here I select the token I want to send. Next, I copy and paste receiving address. Then I set the amount I want to send. And below that, there's the routing section. Here I choose how many intermediary addresses participate before funds reach the receiving address. The higher this value goes, the less direct the visible transfer path becomes. Okay, then there are two additional controls. One breaks execution into uneven parts instead of sending one exact amount, and the second changes the delay between stages so movement doesn't happen in one predictable sequence. So overall, this isn't changing the blockchain, it's changing how the transfer gets organized. All right, settings are done. I confirm the operation. Okay, it starts processing. This part depends on selected parameters, so if routing depth and timing variation are higher, completion usually takes longer. For now, I'm just waiting. Good, my balance refreshed, USDT arrived, transfer completed. And now let's add some context for connection between the starting wallet and the final wallet. Instead of one direct movement that's easy to read as a single path, execution can be distributed across multiple stages with different timing and amount patterns, which makes tracing much more difficult. The idea is reducing unnecessary exposure and making transaction relationships less immediately obvious than a standard one-hop transfer. And another thing I always check with tools like this is custody, because if privacy requires giving somebody else control over funds, I'm usually not interested. Here, approvals stay inside the wallet. The routing process coordinates execution without becoming a place where balances sit. So that's everything I wanted to show in this one. Hopefully this gave a clearer picture of why transparency on networks like Tron is something worth thinking about before pressing confirm. Thanks for watching.